All right, guys, how's it going? Well, I'm going to go over this article that Paul Joyce published last night. Paul Joyce at the Times, that is. Pace, Fight and Flair, the next stage of Arne Slot's Liverpool project. It came out last night. I was out having a few sherbets, as you do on a Friday. And it says, by signing Jeremy Frimpong and tabling record bid for Florian Wirtz, head coach's vision for Liverpool of next season could be a frightening prospect for chasing pack. Now, I'm not going to read the article to you. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, if it's behind a paywall, I'm not sure if it is. I do pay for the Times. My friend was saying if you get a link for the Times, the Athletic, copy it, go to a website, type to a website that's called archive.ph. Type that into your browser, archive.ph. Second box down, paste it in, the link that's behind the paywall, and it should open it up for you. That's what he said anyway. But I have a legitimate subscription to the Times. Now, I'm not going to go over it, the entire article, but I'm picked out the bullet points, and then we're going to, analyse it, if you like. If you can hear anything behind me, it's Remy, my rescue dog. He's got a bone down there. We're just chilling, me and Remy, today. All right, guys, so if you don't know, Paul Joyce is the closest journalist to Liverpool Football Club. He's the only one that... That was awkward. Listening snot. Sorry. Paul Joyce is the main journalist for Liverpool Football Club, as is David Ornstein. There's two of them. Paul Joyce is more the people that run the club on a day-to-day basis. Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, whereas Ornstein, in my opinion, is more FSG, the executives within the organisation. And they do, they do crossover as well. Do you know what I mean? But Paul Joyce, whenever I see an article for Paul Joyce, I always think, this is Michael Edwards talking to me. All right, so let's see what he says in his article. We're not going to read the article. Well, let's see the bullet points. Liverpool has signed Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen in a £29.5 million deal. The club has also made a £109 million club record bid for Leverkusen teammate Florian Wirtz. Wirtz's bid includes add-ons, and while not yet accepted, a deal is expected soon. Paul Joyce ain't going to say that unless they really think that, guys, okay? So you can take that as set in stone. Doesn't mean it'll happen, but that's what the club thinks going to happen. The club's and we should point out here that when they first, initially went in for Florian Wirtz, it was kind of throwing the rat into the ring. Well, we think he's off to Bayern, not really sure it's going to happen. So things have certainly changed, right? The club's January transfer inactivity is explained as strategic, saving funds to go big now. Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are praised for their discipline and long-term planning. No surprises there with the praising. What I mean by that is journalists often really praise, who the source is in things. But, hey, you know what? Squeezing that money out of Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold, fucking genius. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video today, because I have read the football dailies here in Spain to you, and I've got their angle on it all, okay? Liverpool rejected an approach from Real Madrid in January to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold early. However, Real Madrid have now paid up to £10 million to release Trent 30 days early ahead of the Club World Cup. That's a good, Arne Slot's tactical vision is described in detail. He wants technical dominance, speed and creativity over brute force. Slot's blueprint helped convince Wirtz that Liverpool was the right move. Wirtz is versatile. He can play as an attacking midfielder, a number 10, left winger or even a false 9. Since the start of the 23-24 season, only Salah, 28, has more assists than Wirtz, 23, in Europe's top 5 leagues. Wirtz also ranks highly in dribbles. I did a few of them in the bar last night, was dribbling away. Sorry. Expected assists and goal involvements from carries. Frimpong's transfer will be paid in 3 instalments and officially goes through when the window opens on Sunday. Frimpong has personal ties to Liverpool. He grew up in the northwest and was wanted by the club as a youngster, but joined Man City's academy instead. And Frimpong has been signed to bolster the right flank, especially with Trent leaving and Salah set to miss time during AFCON. Now, that's basically what was said in the article. I want to just look at things that, what smells like a club briefing, if you like, right? The tone is calm, strategic and visionary. Joyce isn't reporting chaos or late decision. He's writing with certainty and direction, and that usually means one thing: he's being briefed. The article outlines exactly why the club didn't buy in January. It builds public trust in Edwards and Hughes, and it presents Slot not as a new manager, but as a visionary whose plan is already in full swing. Slot's tactical philosophy is directly quoted. Fight comes in many forms, move the ball quickly, and the physicality gets neutralised. That slot's voice, either from a private media session or club talking points handed to Joyce, is the kind of thing managers say in private and get echoed later, definitely not guessed. Wirtz's motivation to join Liverpool is framed internally. Slot's blueprint for Wirtz was instrumental in convincing the player, to sign for us or whatever. That's an internal nugget, not speculation. That had to come from someone close to Slot or the player. It's being used to show fans that Liverpool are not just spending, they're being chosen. And that's an important bit, guys, isn't it? That's an important message to get out there, I think. I really do. The people want, players want to come to Liverpool now, right? It's been a long time, I think, since Liverpool have had that pull. I know you'll say Liverpool are a successful, attractive club to many people. It depends who they are, guys. You know what I mean? Who the players are and who wants them. And this is good. It's been shown, it's been used to show fans that Liverpool are not just spending, they're being chosen. The Edwards Hughes praise is classic executive PR from the article. They have stockpiled resources, stuck to a vision, supported a manager people want to play for. That language doesn't belong in a neutral piece. That's reputation management. The club reminding fans that their structure is strong and this rebuild is well thought out. The Frimpong backstory is emotional framing. He grew up in the northwest, wanted by Liverpool, but chose City due to travel, blah, blah, blah. This is the kind of personal backstory the club likes fans to know. A boyhood ties narrative. It humanises the transfer and turns it into a homecoming story. It doesn't just drop into the article by coincidence. So, in my opinion, the Joyce article isn't just news. It's Liverpool's carefully planted storyline. It tells us what the club want us to think, that this summer is all part of a master plan, and Arne Slot is already shaping the future with purpose, precision, and pulling power. So it is a positive article, and I think, there's a lot of different bits in there that we've examined, obviously, but I think that the most important bit for me, if I go back to my bullet points, I did all this morning when I was in the cafe, and Wirtz's bid includes add-ons, and while not yet accepted, a deal is expected soon. This is coming from Michael Edwards, in my opinion. Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, you know what I mean? We know that. Well, maybe some people don't know that, but that's what my opinion is. And this is a briefing to, for positivity, to show that players now want to choose Liverpool, whether the deal happens or not. They could say, well, it was that close. And I know there'll be people that are FSG out that'll say, oh, well, it's to make it look. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, when the Wirtz thing came out, I was a bit like, what's the fuck's going on here? But everybody in the industry was. Everybody expected him to go to Bayern Munich. I still, despite the positivity here that I'm seeing, I'm still cautious, guys. Always cautious until it's over the line, And done, to me, means signed, sealed, delivered, irreversible, legally binding. But I did think it was a very interesting article. I wanted to run it by you. And maybe that's given you just a little bit to consider. All right. So I'll jog on. Well, I won't jog on. I'll walk away briskly. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. All right. If you enjoyed the video, please. All right, Remy, thanks. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. I was going to say if you want to buy me a beer, but I'm not having a beer. But if you want to buy me a coffee, there's a love out under the video. And I always give a shout out to everyone in my morning briefings on my other YouTube channel, which is probably on the screen around now or something like that. I haven't done my morning briefing today yet, but I'm going to go and do it over there in a moment. Okay, guys, hope you're having a great weekend, and hopefully we'll speak real soon.